As always, Played It is brought to you by Triple, the original high seltzer.
Redefining the party landscape. Triple.
Played It, episode 43.
Oh, man. I was so excited about it's the Darren Sproles episode. And I was so proud that I remembered Darren Sproles being 43.
Okay.
I thought about this like 2 days after our last episode. And then someone commented on YouTube and was like, they
Darren
put like, they
Sproles.
were like setting the odds for the number.
Oh, yeah.
And
Whoever
one of them
that
was-
guy is rules. He put,
Yeah.
Can you read what the odds
I think
are?
it was like
gonna
Troy Polamalu,
I was going to say Troy.
Al Horford. No, do we already?
Al Horford's 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I have a very funny story that I've been waiting to tell you.
So Darren Sproles,
Darren Sproles,
Wait, who is this?
he's
a
running back. He used to be third string for the Chargers.
Cool.
And then he was sort of he was small and fast.
Yeah.
And he played then for the Eagles and someone else.
Utility
Saints?
guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice.
I'm driving home. I got in a taxi yesterday.
Okay. A
And-
taxi cab?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had my golf clubs, and I was like, I don't want to have the Uber get here. I was at LAX. Didn't want the Uber to get
Yeah.
there, and then I'm like, not fit.
You didn't want to do Monopoly?
Oh, yeah. Did you see my story
Yeah,
yesterday?
what was
I didn't know if that was funny or not.
No, it was.
It was
no,
very
it
funny.
made me
But I
laugh.
looked it up. It's like specific to LAX.
I know. I looked it up after it because I thought it was like some foreign other app, but it was just
Yeah.
like just for LAX.
Yeah.
In my head, there was like a third app, and like
Yeah.
they had lobbied to get on the side.
Yeah.
But no one uses it.
Here, put that picture right here.
Opoly.
Opoly.
Monopoly.
So I get in, or the taxi driver gets out to open the back of his, like, he had one of those minivan cabs.
Yeah.
And I went to say thank you for him putting the seat down. And he just looked at me like I had 3 heads. And I was like, okay, this is going to be a weird ride. I can already feel this. He's wearing a mask, but he's like not wearing it. So it was one of those guys where it's like, at this point, you don't have to wear one. So if you're just going to wear it around like your chin, like,
Yeah.
strange cat.
Yeah.
He's the oldest man. I think he was around when like taxis were invented.
Okay.
Like he
Yeah.
was like
I remember
107 years old. And I get in and I'm like, he's like, what's the address? And I was like, it's and I go to say
What
that
did you say?
so the story actually I have to say my address, but I don't want to.
You just
So-
don't. Just me.
So I'll make up the number.
Say my address.
I was like it's 4468. And he goes and just types in like it wasn't even like a language barrier thing. He was just like 786, like not even close. And so I was like, no, like, and I typed it in, and then I go to spell out the street, and the street starts with like CH, and so I'm like CH, and he just goes CH, but he clicks like W and like another, like he just like was not getting anything right. We finally get to the bottom of it, and he's one of those guys that like he will go full speed until like the last second where you have to hit the brake.
Yeah.
So we're going like 45 miles an hour into like every stoplight, and then he'll just like slam on the brakes and he won't address it, but he'll look in the rearview mirror and we'll make eye contact, and I'm like trying to keep my cool, but it was just scary. And then he doesn't have a mount for his phone, so he's holding his phone with the directions while he's driving. He's already a bad driver, and it would be like turn right in like a quarter mile. And it wasn't like he was just missing the turns. He was just turning the wrong way. Like every like third time he would just like, it would be like the turn wasn't even coming up and he would just take a left. And so I was like, okay, maybe he knows a shortcut or something. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to trust him. But it's a taxi. So every time he makes a wrong turn, like it charges me more money.
Yeah.
We're like getting further away. And then finally we get on the highway and I know which exit is ours. And it's like in a quarter mile, like turn right. And he just takes a different exit. And I like finally chimed in and I was like, no, it's like when he starts to turn, I'm trying to be like, no, it's like up there. It's up there. And he just, again, is just looking at me in the mirror while he's taking the wrong exit. It was probably double the price of a normal one. I'm already like, okay, this is insane. There's no way it can get crazier. We're finally in my neighborhood. And again, the only communication we're having is he's looking in the rearview mirror and making eye contact with me every time he does something weird. He lets out the longest fart
No.
of all time.
No.
Of all time, but it's so quiet that I don't know if it was like those leather. You know what? You ever like fart into like a leather seat? Like,
Yeah.
It was that
It's
for
like an amp.
Yeah, it was that. It was that for like 3 or 4 seconds. Like it wasn't just like one fart. It was like for and he's like looking at me. He's like looking at me while he's doing it, and I'm like losing my mind, just being like, "This is insanity." He does it 3 or 4 more times before we
Three
get
or four
there.
more farts.
Exact same fart. So at this point, I'm like, maybe there's something wrong with the car, and it's like making that noise, and like he is acknowledging that it looks like a fart. And then he let one go that was like no, like hands down just a fart. There was no like argument that it was something else with the car, and is making eye contact with me every single time.
It's like getting off on it. Like, look at me while I do
Oh
it.
my god!
And then just dropped me off, and we just didn't. It also asked for a tip after it, and there's no 0% option. So now I have to click other and like go and type in 0.
You didn't tip him?
No, dude, it should have been like a $30 drive. It was like $65 because he drove double the amount and he farted 4 times.
Yeah, that's fair.
Taxis intimidate me. I don't think I would know.
I like that. I like it just because it's like you just get in and go.
Yeah.
Are you good at hailing them?
Yeah, this is what you do. You go.
You do the taxi dance?
Yeah, you do the taxi. Most people do this, right? But you want to stand out. You got to get some leg out there. You got to get some flash.
You have to start breakdancing?
No, I mean, I don't really hail them. I feel like I only ever take them from airports.
Yeah.
Didn't they used to have whistles for it? No, like you had a whistle in your pocket, like an old timey like pocket whistle.
Oh, really? It was like on a frequency only taxi drivers can hear.
Look up taxi whistle.
Taxi pocket whistle. She added a word, but that's okay.
It's like looks like I made that one up.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, it's that guy. It's that one.
The way you said, you're like, you take it out of your little pocket.
Yeah, you pull it out. And it's a big show.
You have to have a little pocket.
Yeah. This guy?
Yeah, and I think they're the only ones that can hear it.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
How was everyone's weekend?
I don't know how to whistle.
Dude, we had
I
a great.
hate it.
Actually, Lauren and I hung out a bunch this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I missed it, dude.
We went to
Killer.
Noah Kahan on Friday night, which
With
was
my sister, Jane.
with her sister Jane. It
You
was
put
amazing.
The ads away. That's distracting me.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like crunching numbers.
Yeah, it was crazy. We had
yeah.
they were going. I bought like a last minute like crappy seat, and then we were like in the concourse just like talking before Noah came on, and then he like came out, and we just walked right up. There were like 3 like folding chairs. It was like borderline like it was like accessible seating.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you didn't have to be in a wheelchair to sit there. There were people in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And then there were people like with them. And then there were definitely some people there who had just like gotten those tickets somehow.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like pooping in a handicap stall.
It's
you
like
probably
as long as
shouldn't-
no one else is, as long as
Yeah.
there isn't someone coming, I
Right.
don't think it made us bad people.
Yeah.
But it was dead center.
Perfect.
And
Yeah.
so it's just like folding chairs that you can kind of just like scoot back. So we're just like dancing. And then when you want to pee,
Wait,
you
is
can.
everyone else sitting, or are these the only chairs?
Everyone's standing in the whole venue.
Yeah.
And then there were 3 like up front.
It's like on the concourse that's sort of in the middle
It was like kind of
the.
yeah.
It's like halfway up the bowl.
I've never been to a concert, so I can't picture this, but I can.
Well, I mean, this is kind of a unique.
You've never
venue.
been to a concert?
No, we've talked about this.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wait, you've never been to a
Ever.
I don't think I was in this conversation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
But anyway, it was like they were like folding chairs, basically on like the concourse.
okay. I don't know what a concourse.
well, and we had
Well, no, they have them at sporting events. Like you ever go to a baseball stadium, and like at the top of the section,
like at Fenway, like behind
Yeah.
home plate. There, like if you go all the way up where like the beers are, there are those. Okay,
yes.
exactly. I
So
can
it's
picture
like,
Like a platform.
it's just like a folding chair
Yeah.
right on the railing before the section.
Yeah.
yeah. But it was like halfway up the seating. Anyway, it was awesome.
so fun.
And then he came up in the stands like really close to us for like these like.
Did you say hello?
No, he didn't.
Did he ever respond to your text?
No, I actually didn't want him to, so it kind of worked out
Yeah.
that way. I did text Noah Khan last week and invite him on Playdate.
I thought it was 60 for 60. Oh no, it was
No.
played it.
Playdate.
Yeah.
I invited him on
Said
Playdate,
no.
and he, as you can see, is
Not
not here.
here.
It's
So
okay. It's okay.
that is okay. We're not going to hold it against him. He's a busy man.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys about speaking of like the Red Sox game? Did I break down the couple in front of us when Alex and Philip and I went?
No.
There was
Alex
like
and Philip.
you went to college with that.
I know. It's just like you're
Oh
talking.
yeah. Sometimes I forget we're on a podcast. We went to the Red Sox game. Alex's friend's grandma like wasn't using her seats, so we like moved, like to better seats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Sox Yankees. I'd never been before, so stoked. And in front of us was like a guy in a Jeter jersey, and then his like wife or girlfriend was sitting next to him. And when the Red Sox were doing well, she kept like cheering. And so we were like, are they in a fight? Like why is she why is she cheering for like the other team? We didn't see that she was wearing like a bedazzled Red Sox shirt. We didn't put it together.
Got it.
But we all like turned on him. So every time like anything happened, like everyone around him was like fucking with him, and she got in on it and was like also kind of like heckling him, and it was very fun.
Oh, that's all. I thought you were gonna say he like freaked out then.
No, he was a good sport about it.
Wait, Yankees?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at this is completely different, but we had to take my cat Milo to the vet for his like annual checkup.
Oh.
And the like getting him in his like little carrier and like he has just like a meltdown anytime you have to bring him in the car. And it's just like a stressful day when you have to like, you know, corral him, whatever. We get to the vet. Our appointment is supposed to be at 2, but my mom had misread the message. It was actually at 2:30. So we had to sit in the waiting room for an extra 30 minutes, which like shouldn't be that big of a deal. But when every other animal was very well behaved, and Mal was like, wow, like making noises you've never heard before. And what made it worse was like usually in like a doctor's office or like the vet, you would think they have like kind of calming music. They just had like main rock radio on. So it's like super loud commercials, and then
Main rock?
like just like a local main station.
I'm in Portland. We found a lobster.
Yeah, it's lobster rock.
It's just that what's that? Rock lobster.
And it was just like making the situation so much worse because it was either like like Valley Ford commercial or just like a local local dealerships commercial, or it was like Creed like blasting. So it was like, I don't know. It was kind of a nightmare.
It does sound like
we got him a shot, and he did well.
I had a nightmare actually that reminded me of a nightmare I had, which is right when the Noah Khan cert ended. It was like so we're like kind of in the aisle, and so like all of a sudden people are like flowing behind us. So we kind of just decided like, all right, we're just gonna like sit this out. They were playing Murder on the Dance Floor, which was great. We were dancing, just letting everyone come by. And then there's this guy Chuck. And I met him like 2 months ago through like a friend of Chester's who was visiting, blah, blah, blah. We had hung out and he'd come to our house and we like had a fun day. And then like 2 weeks ago, we were at Penmar, which is like this like outdoor concert thing in Venice. And he was sitting like right next to us. And the whole time we were there, Chet and I were like, how do we know that guy? Like we know that guy. And then we felt bad that like we hadn't said anything. And then at the end, he came up and he was like, dude, it's me. It's like, it's Chuck, remember? And I was like, oh, right, Chuck, I'm so sorry. I like totally forgot. I knew, blah, blah, blah. So, and I think I even said in that moment, like, I'll never forget that again or something. And so then, sure enough, we're standing there, this stream of people coming out. No, and I actually didn't forget his name. I was just like, he like kind of like tapped me from behind and I turned around and he goes, hey, it's me, Chuck. Remember? It's me, Chuck. And I was like, he didn't even give me the chance.
Yeah, you're like, I know.
I was like, okay, but now I can't be like, I knew that.
Yeah,
but like, because now, so anyway.
I got a text
like
about you at Penmar, but you said you weren't there. I texted and I was
a text about me.
Someone was like, are you at Penmar? Like, I just saw Will walk by, and
on Friday.
No, this was like a couple weeks ago, and I texted you, and you were like, no, I'm not there. And so I texted the guy like, oh, like must be. Or no, maybe he was saying he saw you and he was sure he saw me, but I was like, I'm not there. And he didn't believe, he thought I was lying. Like,
that's with Chet. He has a mustache.
Yeah. But I felt bad because it was like, this guy probably thought I was dodging him.
Yeah.
But in reality, I just wasn't there. And I was like, I tried to play the like, there are a lot of white guys that look like me. Maybe it's just not me. He's like, I'm sure it was.
Was it Chuck?
I don't know. Can't imagine Chuck has my number. I don't know.
Guys everywhere.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
It's almost July.
It's a hard-hitting news story.
I've been, yeah.
I feel like I'm in a dream. I was so tired this morning.
I am pretty exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
This weekend was pretty exhausting.
I was super relaxed.
Well, it was like Saturday. I was at the beach all day. You were at the beach
I was at the beach all day Saturday and yesterday, so the sun just
yeah.
It's been sunny lately. And then yesterday I grilled burgers.
Sounds like you had a pretty jam-packed weekend.
Sunny lately.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm just drained. What'd you do?
I'm just describing like normal things.
I like hung out for a little bit.
We had a fire on Saturday night. That was pretty cool. I've never made a fire before.
It feels like I picked a bad
It
weekend.
was a long weekend.
It was, yeah. Yeah, you missed a bad weekend. Or it was a bad... we were bad this weekend. This coming weekend, I'm going to Minnesota.
Nice. I'm going to Boston.
Which is fun, yeah. So we'll be both in cooler...
I don't think Boston's cooler.
It's cool.
No.
Yeah, in the winter.
It's not like 100 there this week. My sister was not
Boston?
happy to go back.
Is she in Boston?
Well, she is her travel.
We should kick it.
Contract. I know.
It would be epic if we kicked it.
She's cool.
Would she kick it with me?
Probably. She lives with her boyfriend there.
Ugh. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
All right, should we hear some pitches?
Roadmap.
Yeah, wait. There was something else I was going to say, though. I think I wrote something down online.
Online?
Online.
What about the RM?
Oh, yeah, wait. I actually do have one more thing to show you guys. Okay. One after Will.
Just a picture of balls or something.
Oh, here's something to say. Okay. I took a really cute photo of a little baby at the beach, and apparently that's like creepy.
Yeah, I didn't say it was creepy.
Verbatim, you said it.
You sounded like it was weird that I.
I did not say that. Wait, what?
Yeah, I was just thinking
verbatim. You can't say verbatim and then just make something up.
Verbatim, you're just saying like you
I just
hate
said,
her.
was that a kid? I was just genuinely curious. I was like, I didn't know if that was like,
oh no,
your baby cousin or something. I was just like curious, like, is that a kid or? I mean, I just thought it was funny not funny. It was a cool picture, but it was a picture of a random little kid.
But you can see his face.
Yeah, I never said it was weird. I never said it was weird.
Just something to talk about.
Have you guys?
I don't think that's weird. That being said, I would never do it. But
have you guys seen this girl who's been getting kind of roasted for like her rap battles?
No.
It's Brad. It's bad. Let's watch it. It's Brad.
It's Brad.
Watch this.
It's Brad.
And it's okay. So pause it before it starts.
You're on video watch though.
Yeah. No. This is my one.
Your last.
This is my one.
Oh. Wait.
Okay. So it's not like I would give her the benefit of the doubt if like she just had one bad moment and then like stopped. There are hundreds of these. Like it seems like this is all she does.
Hundreds.
And people have just been kind of picking apart. Maybe her rhyme schemes aren't that great. Let's give it a shot.
See what she's got. Okay. She does not sound very good so far.
Wait, you gotta switch the audio.
Turn it up.
I think it's on the
What?
Oh. I'm kind of regretting using my one video.
Sorry, I'm not a.
Yeah, I'm regretting it too.
Wait,
no, it's good. You didn't like the motion she did at the beginning?
No, I mean I did like it.
Wait. All right, just give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm not like a tech geek.
Sorry,
literally,
your job.
Your job is to be good with computers.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm not a tech geek. Just turn the volume.
What's next? What's next? You want me to edit a podcast?
Okay. Oh.
There you go.
Oh, dude, I got fucking rich on betting on soccer last week.
Ready?
Okay.
But let me tell you what, when you have a knife up to your throat and you're being pinned, trust me, you're not so fucking tough then. But shit, anybody could beat me up. That's nothing. So hypothetically speaking, you walk out of here tonight with the win, that's not really much of an accomplishment. But while I'm on the topic, I don't really care if I win or not. I'll still leave here with my chin up. I take a loss like a boss. I just chalk it up to experience and walk it off.
You get the gist.
This is actually like hard to watch. She didn't even try to rhyme anything.
No, it's literally just talking. She's just talking. She's talking, and there's no beat either.
Is this JoJo
there's
Siwa?
no.
I like her friend in the back. They're wearing matching dresses, and she's being supportive.
I love it.
That's Lauren.
Yeah,
that's Lauren and Mia out at the bar. Also, like, who's organizing these like rap battles?
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Did you find your thing that you wanted to talk about?
No, I don't even care anymore.
Should we roadmap it up?
Yeah, I just wanted to fucking put off the inevitable. Just do it to me.
Come on.
You like the roadmap.
It's my character that my guy hates the roadmap.
When are you guys going to do roadmaps?
I'm pissed
that
that
exist?
Croatia scored. That makes no sense.
No, I know, but I just think it's funny. Someone has commented about it like 20 times.
Yeah, they can keep commenting.
It makes me laugh.
Croatia scored a goal.
So your bet's off.
So my bet's off.
Will's bet was
Yes, last week I
what?
Last week I made $200 on soccer.
There you go.
And that's why I went to Noah Khan, because I was like free ticket.
Oh yeah, free.
Will math.
I don't even I don't bet normally. I just bet on this one game and then it won and then I did.
What was the game?
Spain. I bet on Spain to win because I was watching it, and then they won, and then I was like, I'm just going to put everything that I won on a different game, and if it hits, I'll go to the Noah concert. And it hit, and I won.
Noah concert.
I won $200. I called a draw in the Netherlands-France game.
That's funny.
Yeah, and it was
To take a look at the sheet and be like, they're not gonna.
It was I had no. I literally was just like whatever. Like
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm back out of sports betting after this.
All right, we have a fantastic episode for you guys today. We have your pitches, our pitches, everyone's favorite segment. This guy rocks, which I think I have my best one ever. I'm really excited to show you.
Really? Does he rock a bunch?
He rocks hard.
Ooh, he's rock hard. I mean, he rocks hard.
He rocks hard. And then we have Teach Me Something, and I also grabbed. Someone DM'd me. We have a playmate submitted. Teach Me Something.
Wait, I think you actually. What was the first thing?
This guy rocks.
Oh. Wait.
Your pitches, our pitches.
Nope.
This guy.
First up, we have our pitch sesh presented by Cash App.
Our pitch sesh is now sponsored by Cash App. It pays to get paid on Cash App.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Pretty good.
And then we have Am I the Asshole, Lauren? Do we? Mm-hmm. Let's go. Teach Me Something. A playdate submitted Teach Me Something. And then Will and I are going to do...
Someone submitted teaching?
Yeah, it was great. I'm going to tell... It's quick.
Wow, grape.
Pilot, grape. I'm going to destroy
That is
India.
a strong message.
I'm going to destroy India.
I actually love how I love how at this point there's just submissions for like every single segment. Like
I know. I actually
the
think we
entire
should
thing-
do like one like fan submitted sayings or something because some of them are kind of fire.
Someone told me, he was like, here's one for your guys' slogans that don't exist. And I was like, we haven't done that yet, but I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have Will and I are going to do stories from the Bible that don't exist
Yeah.
and romantic comedies that don't exist.
Classic.
Let's hear some pitches, Lauren.
We're guys.
This podcast is brought to you by Triple. Triple is the original high seltzer with 3 milligrams of THC and just 15 to 20 calories. Triple offers a social buzz similar to that of your favorite hard seltzer, light on calories, high on life. It's all natural, gluten-free, and again, just 15 to 20 calories. We've talked a lot about it. I cannot stress this enough. I love Triple more than I love almost anything in the world.
I had a killer triple usage, new usage unlocked. I had a fire on Saturday night.
Yeah.
It was the perfect drink to have by the fire. We had some pizza. We had some Pringles. I had a few triples. We were telling stories, singing songs, making memories. It was beautiful. Triple comes in lime, grapefruit, cherry lemon. They're all delicious. And guess what? It's made with real juice, THC, and seltzer water. Can't say enough good things. We love Triple. Say it with me. We love
Triple.
Triple. Bang. Triple is born from a desire to blend THC's social buzz with the social ritual of sipping on a seltzer. Triple is available in Total Wine locations, grocery stores, liquor stores, bars, and restaurants in Florida, Texas, and you guessed it, now in Missouri. Looking at you, Lake of the Ozarks. Looking at you, St. Louis. Looking at you, Kansas City. It is currently available online nationwide. To get it now, go to drinktriple.com and use code PLAYDATE for 10% off your order. That's drinktriple.com and use code PLAYDATE for 10% off your order. Triple, redefining the party landscape. Let's get back into the episode.
Rusty, you're going to like this one.
Okay.
This is from Thomas.
Wait, let's take a guess. If I'm going to like it, what's it
Mike.
going to be, Will?
Someone commented about me moving away from the mic a lot
Boom, Mike.
on something. So let me know. Sorry. What is it? It's going to be about pirates.
Yeah, it has to be. Or Lauren's like, he's going to like it because it's about like drinking beer.
Shitting.
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 It's a cleaner way to it's clean. It's one-time wipes.
Oh, yeah.
You wipe
or it's
once
like
for the whole year.
a snack that doesn't make you full when you eat it while you're high.
Yeah, that would be great. Or a snack that that
does
makes you
make you
completely
full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The first one sounds like a nightmare.
It's like popcorn, bro.
So high.
Hello, Lauren and the two little gentlemen. Have you ever watched a pirate movie and thought, dang, I wish I was a swashbuckling treasure hunter?
Every time.
Literally every
If
time.
so, you're in luck. I present to you the Treasure app. Everyone who has downloaded the app can create their own treasure chest containing whatever goods they like, such as candy, socks, or maybe even millions of dollars, and place them wherever they want.
The third one's probably the best. So
Yeah, I agree.
And place them wherever they want in the
Candy
world.
socks or millions of dollars is insane.
Every week, a treasure map will be revealed on the app showing where about the different treasures are buried, and it's up to you and your friends to go on a grand adventure and find them.
Dude, this reminds me of I love it.
I love it too.
Do you know about my treasure era? Have I ever talked about my treasure?
Will's in his. Someone's
no,
like, oh,
I used
great.
to. Wait,
Will's,
I actually
Will's in his treasure era again.
no. All right, sorry. I don't mean to hijack,
No.
but this is actually kind of interesting. I think maybe only to me, but we're gonna do it anyway.
I'm definitely intrigued by
Treasure
your
era.
treasure.
So
era.
I used to be. Okay. So when I was in high school, I'm not really sure how I first stumbled across it. Oh no, it was an article in my local newspaper.
Time out. What I'm picturing right now is like it's like a compass. You stumbled upon some unimaginable treasure.
No, it was like treasure hunting. I never found the treasure. I dug for treasure at one point, and I got like chased out of the place because it was terrifying. I'll get there, but we got to build up.
With like a
That's like the hook,
jackhammer.
and now we got to. Yeah. No, I was like digging in like a public, like. Anyway, okay, Okay, I was in college, like freshman or sophomore year.
I thought you were in high school.
Did I say high school?
No, he's lying.
Okay, so I think it was end of high school, early college, whatever. There's an article in our local newspaper about some like TV show, Expedition Unknown. Have you ever heard of it? It's like on Discovery Channel or something. They were shooting something in Charleston related to this like old treasure hunt. I was like, what the hell is that? So I look it up. There was a book that came out in 1982 from this guy named Byron Price, and he went around North America and he buried 12 ceramic boxes with keys in them.
Oh, I have heard about this.
In
but yeah,
12 North American cities. And then he wrote a book that had 12 poems and 12 paintings. And if you match one of the poems up to a painting, it'll give you the clues to find it in a specific city. And they don't tell you what the cities are. What are you doing? Oh, I thought you were pulling something up.
Oh no,
Oh, because I can tell you the right website. Oh, okay.
No. I was the.
I might. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
loves treasure.
I love this. Is my so. He writes the book in 1982, right? No treasures are. First treasure is found within 6 months in Chicago.
How much?
Actually,
was the
it's
treasure?
in like Grant Park, like right by like the Abraham Lincoln statue. I've actually visited the site before.
What was the treasure?
So, it's a ceramic box with a key, and then you turn the key in, and they give you a gem worth like a couple $1,000s. Okay. Nothing crazy, but it's more of like the thrill of the hunt. Yeah. So actually, this is a very Lauren-centric. The first one's found in Chicago in 1982, 1983. Nothing gets found for 20 more years, and the second one's found in Cleveland in 2004. The next year, he dies in a car accident and takes the locations of the treasures to his grave, and none of them are found. So I get into this in college. I'm really into the Charleston one. I have a dig spot. One time on Christmas break, I took my friends and
Time on Christmas, I got an excavator.
Yeah, no, we brought shovels and like poles to like prod for, and we dug, and then as we were digging, like someone drove up and started yelling at us, and we like freaked out and like scattered. It was like in the middle of the night. It was like 2 a.m. because we didn't want anyone to see it. And anyway,
Who's we?
Me and my buddy Elliot Leadham, and I think maybe Daniel Lehman. I think Daniel Lehman was there too. Yeah. Good crew. Anyway, so I've been, and then there's also one that is presumed to be in Boston. So I got really into that one. So I would go out into Boston and just kind of like adventure around treasure hunting, like following clues. And
Wait, where are you getting these clues?
okay, go to 12treasures.com. The number 12. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, for example, click on the Charleston one.
Oh, someone got your Boston one, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's spoiled. So this came out in 1982. Only 2 had been found. Whoa. I finally get into it while I'm in Charleston. So like the Charleston one, basically you use that verse and then that painting, and like I mean I could point out like identifying features, but like if you zoom in on that mask on the right above the butterfly, like that's the outline of
Kind of a sexy
Charleston
butterfly for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, that's the Charleston Peninsula.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like that thing hanging on the bottom is shaped like Fort Sumter.
What's this thing? You know.
That's shaped like Fort Sumter. And then
What's like the
Oh,
busty?
shit.
and then
Well-
like if you look in the hair of the line, you can see there's like scribbles, and they actually have the coordinates of Charleston.
Wait, I want to look at the Chicago one just because.
Yeah, Chicago one was actually that one was. Yeah, it was like where M and B are set in stone. Those are like streets, and then Congress I think is a street or two. L sits is Lincoln, and left beyond his shoulder, so it was like over the back shoulder of Abraham Lincoln, and then
1982. That's crazy.
yeah. And then, like, if you look at that picture, like, have you seen, like, that? There's, like, some water tower or something in...
Water tower.
Yeah, see the top right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, like, it.
Okay, get to the. So what happened?
Oh, anyway, so while I'm invested in this thing, and I've only been doing it for a couple years, the fucking Boston one gets found. The first one to be found in 15 years.
Yeah.
It's found, like, while I'm... So I've, like
beat you
rumors pop up on Reddit. I book it down.
I thought you were throwing something at me.
You should throw something at him.
Everyone's tweaking today. Okay.
Rumors like came up on Reddit, and I was like in all the groups and shit, and I was like, holy shit. So I like Ubered down to where it was. Sure enough, Josh Gates from that TV show is there. And we like, did someone find it? And he's like, oh, no. Turns out like they'd all just signed NDAs and they had found it. And anyway, so that was crazy. But then that ruined the Boston one. So then I kind of lost a little bit of gusto there. And then I found out there was a BC one. A professor at Boston College had made a very similar kind of treasure hunt like 20 years ago. And so me and my friends got super into that. And we made to the last clue. And then someone found it while I was during my year off.
Whoa.
And so I've been on the cusp of a few treasures.
That's cool.
And these are all just a couple $1,000.
Yes, yeah. But it's so the idea of cracking something that thousands of people have worked on for decades.
I like this guy, the Montreal.
I feel like
guy.
you could just get like an internship or something and get a couple $1,000.
Wait, look.
Yeah, it's not about the money. That's my point.
You just want to go down in history.
So this verse is associated with the Montreal treasure, but I have always thought it fit the Charleston one. But I admit that maybe that's a bad thing.
Read some of it for our audio listeners.
Lane 222. So you'll see an arc of lights, weights and root extended, together save the site. So there's this tree near where I grew up in Charleston, and it's like just a tree that the road bends around. So I've always thought that was a good fit with like weight and roots extended, together save the site.
Wow.
And then lane 222, there's a guy was hung from that tree famously. In July 2nd, 1822 or something. So
it sounds like there might be some bias involved. Like, you know how those guys, have you seen those guys from Jersey that play GeoGuessr where like they think everything is Jersey?
Yes.
It would be like I feel like you could do that with like any city.
I don't know, man. 222 fits the date. Wait, go back.
You can get into the Japanese.
Weight and roots extended, together save the site. Granite walls. It's got granite walls. Windswept halls. Citadel in the night. It's right by the Citadel. A wingless bird ascended, born of ancient dreams of flight. He was an escaped slave, so that would explain ancient dreams of flight, and ascended like he died and went to heaven. Beneath the only standing member of a forest. Sounds a lot like an isolated tree.
Are there other people that believe it's also Charleston?
Not that verse. I mean, there's maybe a handful, but it's a pretty unique theory. It's been kind of shot. I used to call into the podcast and stuff, and they all didn't really buy it, but. That's the New York
madman won't stop calling.
This is pretty. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, that was a lot. But
To go back to his treasure thing.
Yeah.
If it's just you can type in whatever treasure and then they bury it for you, I would just be doing millions of dollars every week.
Yeah, I would do the $1 million one for sure.
Socks would be. You could do socks every other week.
I think I'd be nasty at it.
Yeah. Let's hear another one.
All right. So this next one, this is Emer. She's from Ireland. Hi.
Emer.
Yeah.
Yep.
She says, I have a pitch. Ever get when it's warm and you're trying to sleep but your feet are too warm? In case the monsters under your bed want to drag you under with them, or worse, they want to have a nibble. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather have. Sorry.
Wait.
I was thinking about something else.
Yeah, I kind of zoned out.
What
happened? Can we start over?
So was I. Because
sorry, Emer.
No, sorry. There's a lot. Ever get when it's warm and you're trying to sleep, but your feet are too warm?
Yes.
You can't put them out of the covers in case the monsters under your bed want to drag you under with them, or worse, they want to have a nibble.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, I'd rather have warm toes than no toes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I call them smart socks. Smart socks will adjust your feet to a comfortable temperature using an app linked to your phone. You can easily adjust the temperature of the socks to your pleasing so your feet are no longer uncomfortable. For those who don't enjoy the feeling of wearing socks to bed, there's a special aware mode making it feel like you're not wearing socks at all. Don't ask how it works because it just does.
I'm just picturing sneaking into my buddy's room and cranking his socks to 200 degrees while he's sleeping.
She says, ready?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Get them off!
They're so hot.
Wait, I don't remember who, but someone told me that they purposely go to bed wearing socks.
I do too.
You do that?
Sometimes.
No.
Yeah,
how?
because I read this thing one time that if you're supposed to wear gloves and socks to bed because. Swear to God.
You wear gloves?
No, I never did the gloves part. You're supposed to wear gloves and socks to bed because if your extremities are warm, your core will cool down and then you sleep better. but I just thought it was easier to just sleep like a normal person. Also, these socks have like giant fans on them. Like it's like a way bigger.
You can't move.
They're weighted down.
Yeah.
Can someone come in and take my socks off?
I would like smart socks for like hanging on the couch, but I don't like if I'm under a blanket. I feel suffocated if I'm wearing socks.
The smart socks stay
Yeah.
on during sex.
Yeah, the smart socks get really hot.
You bring a girl back. You're like, all right, put on your smart
Put on
socks.
your smart socks.
Yeah.
Can they make it not stink so bad I can't take my shoes off in public?
I thought you were talking about the sex at first. Can they make the sex not stink?
I would.
Can they make me? Can they make
First
me?
of all, I would never.
Can they make me feel better after sex and not sad? No, I don't think they can.
They can make your feet hot though. All right, this week's pitch sesh is brought to you by our friends at Cash App.
It pays to get paid on Cash App.
We love Cash App, and I'm gonna Cash App you $1 if I like your pitch.
Deal. I'll do the same. So I have a pitch for you guys.
Okay.
Brought to you by Cash App. Have you ever been at a concert? I haven't, but have you ever been at a concert and been like, I kind of get this guy's gist. Like I've heard enough of his music. Maybe let's move on to someone else. You ever thought that? You ever felt that way?
No.
Not really, no.
Well, in my
You've
world,
never been to a concert.
Well, that's how I imagine that they are. And
That's not how they work.
I propose shuffle concerts. So there are like 5 guys or girls at the same time, and after each song, everyone votes on what song they want to hear next, and then that guy runs out and like plays it, and then you're like, I want to hear this one now, and that guy runs out and plays it, and then you're like, Phoebe, and like Phoebe Bridgers runs out. And like,
Okay, I like that one.
yeah, and it's like it's a shuffle concert. So like they don't know who's playing next, you don't know who's playing next. It's like fun for the whole crowd. Everyone's involved.
Like
You
a
hate
music
it. You fucking
festival.
hate it.
You're not getting $1.
You fucking
I'm not
hate it.
Cash Apping you. I don't hate it. I just don't like it at all.
I think maybe I just don't understand concerts.
Well, yeah, usually if you're going to a concert, like you're going to see a specific artist and you want to see all their songs.
Yeah, but this one, it's like you're bored after one.
Yeah.
This one, you get bored after one. You're like,
It's just everyone that has
Next
like
guy.
one hit, and then you don't need to hear anything else.
yeah, and then but then there's like a bomb. So it's like not a physical. Like there's like a
Concert with a bomb is
like
your idea?
there's like a surprise person who's not on the thing, and like if there's like a split decision, then like Billie Eilish runs out and plays this. You know, it's
These are all like A-listers.
yeah,
too, I like.
it's sick.
Yeah. That's
All right, yeah, I'm
It's an
down.
epic shuffle concert.
All right,
Cash at me $1. All
I'm not Cash Apping you $1.
right.
But you're not going to Cash App me either once you hear how bad this one is.
Why'd you take my phone too?
It was on top of it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, this is what I want. This is what I want. I've been going to the beach a lot lately.
Cool.
And I hate sand getting in my body,
In it.
on it,
and all the holes.
in all the holes, all my holes. But what I hate more than anything is the sand like in your head. Like I went to the
Guy who has like sand schizophrenia. Get the sand out of my head.
no, like in your
I have
hair.
tropical schizophrenia.
Like in your hair. Like I went to the beach on Saturday or whatever, and I met up with Chester and his friends for a drink after, and I was at the bar, and I was like if you touched your head, it was like sand. There's so much sand in your head. Does that not happen?
You keep saying in your. You gotta be like sand
In your hair.
on
your
head.
scalp.
Well, did you
Yeah.
go in the water? You just gotta rinse it all.
I did
off.
everything, yeah, and it always ends up in my scalp. Is this not relatable?
No,
that's
it
when you go
is.
in and
Just
you-
keep going.
So it's the head desander. It's a hat you put on after you leave the beach, and it just goes.
Does it have to make that noise?
Yeah, it does.
Is this an extension of the
The hat with the comb in it.
Oh shit!
Will
OGs,
pitch-
OGs remember.
Will pitched a hat one time that had a comb in it, so your hair, when you take the hat off, it combs it
Wait,
out.
that's actually kind of
He
good.
made the noise.
What do you mean you came up with it? You're acting like I just told you that for the first time. Here's my only qualm. I like the sand in my hair. You ever take a shower after and you can like kind of feel it coming out and it's like, ooh, this is nice.
I like when it comes out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So think about it, just doing that ahead of time, so you can go somewhere
You're
after
at
the beach.
you're at the bar, like waiting for a drink, and
just sand like
you're
spilling
like,
out the back of your
what's
hat.
Up? What's up, lady?
Can I get you a drink?
Why is your hat making that noise? Why is there like
Why is there like
are there pounds of sand
mud
coming
like,
out of you?
sliding out of the back of your hat?
It's like a beta version, so it's like there's like clumps of hair coming out with it. It's like you're not getting $1 either. Yeah, I mean, I love it.
I love it. Okay, guys, let's take a minute to talk about Cash App. You probably know Cash App as the place to send people money, like when you need to settle up with your buddies after a night out on the town. Well, we're here to tell you that Cash App actually has a lot more to offer that you don't want to overlook, okay? Cash App is the place for a faster, simpler way to manage your money. You can start saving with as little as $1 as there are no minimum balance requirements. With Cash App savings, you can get the most from your money with no hidden fees and no account fees.
Cash App makes it easier for you to save money with high yield savings so you can save up for the things you love, like Legos or what do you like, Will?
Horses.
You can buy literally anything you want. I new golf clubs.
And I was going to say, the cool thing is that you can also support your local community with the money you're saving on Cash App. So I can go to my favorite little spot to get coffee, Little Lunch, and I can get a coffee.
Probably get an extra coffee with the amount of money you're saving.
Amazing. I could get 100 coffees with the money I'm saving on Cash App.
Well,
50 coffees.
That seems more reasonable.
Yeah.
Download the app and take control of your finances with Cash App. Join the millions who already manage their money with Cash App and start saving today. Make the most out of your money. It pays to get paid on Cash App. You better crank that AC because things are heating up at DraftKings Casino. The excitement is endless, the vibes are right, and the cash prizes could be huge. Play hundreds of games all summer long. Dive into Casino Classic or Blast Off with DraftKings exclusive Rocket.
New players, start by playing just $5 to get $50 in casino credits in your pocket instantly. All you got to do is download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with code PLAYDATE. You'll be soaking up the fun in no time. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. 1 per opted-in new customer. $5 in wagers required. Max. $50 in non-withdrawable casino credits that expire in 168 hours. See casino.draftkings.com/get50 for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Let's get back into the episode.
All right, should we hear some Am I the Assholes?
This one is from Thomas Norgard.
Oh.
He's from like Winterfell.
Yeah, he sounds like he's from Winterfell.
So...
I hate when you do that. I hate when you do it so much because it makes me feel like what I just said was so like whenever I say something, Will repeat it, but like in a sarcastic way, and it brings me down a peg, and I don't like it.
I don't know what Winterfell is. That Game of Thrones?
Yeah. You're like,
yeah. Did I tell you about my House of Dragon experience?
No.
My HOD. Chester 2 weeks ago was like, all right, like House of Dragon new season, like. We got to watch it. And I was like, I've never seen anything Game of Thrones or House of Dragon. So he made me watch a recap of season 1 of House of Dragon that was 26 minutes long. So it was basically,
yeah,
it was a lot.
It's an episode.
And I think I like kind of got it. And then we started House of Dragon in 10 minutes and I fell asleep. So I've never seen anything. I've only seen the recap of the first season.
Yeah.
You have to watch Game of Thrones to watch House of Dragon.
I don't know.
No,
I only watched.
It's 200 years before Game of Thrones.
We just started Game of Thrones again yesterday, and we're on episode 8.
Again, your second time?
So like in college, I like started it, but they're like an hour long, so it was like it's like kind of a commitment. So I only got 8 episodes in, and then my roommate Ty was on episode 8, and I got home yesterday, and so we watched an episode. It was great. Nice. Khaleesi's bad.
Is she the blonde one?
Yeah.
Like hot bad or like not a good guy?
She's a good guy and she's hot.
It's my type.
All right. Hello, Lauren and the 2 gentle boys.
Can I ask who started this gentle boys thing?
No,
or it's like little guys, gentlemen.
You guys probably.
Tiny rock stars. Little baby.
That's a good idea for a band. Tiny rock
stars. I love it.
They're rock size, but they're rock stars, but they're accessible for everyone because they're small.
They're tiny.
Yeah.
Why are they?
Their amps are really small too, so you have to like be really quiet.
It's like the fucking Penmar band.
What are they? Quiet?
They like apparently impose some like they started like a live concert series, and then this year apparently there's like a new noise ordinance. So it's like you can't hear it. You actually can't hear the music.
That's interesting. It'd be funny if they did like what like old timey baseball stadiums do, where you can like tune into the radio with the.
They do. They have a silent disco, and you can get it, I think, and tune into it.
Oh, I should be on the board.
We should get on a board.
I know.
I feel like everyone who's like got their shit together is on the board.
They're on a board of something. My grandpa was on the hospital board. This is a funny story.
The hospital board.
He was like on the board of like Maine Med or whatever.
Yeah.
And my dad's sister was supposed to be at St. Joe's, which was a college in Maine. And I don't know if it was the dean or someone who was like high up at the college was also on the board. And my grandpa was like, how's she doing? And he was like, I don't know how to like she had dropped out and not told anyone. And so she every day she was still living at home, was pretending to go to college and would just go hang out with her friends for like a semester and didn't get caught.
Sounds like a blast.
It was awesome.
We should. All right. So why don't we get on the board of like
Big Oil or something?
Ooh.
We like.
Oh, hey, by the way, big lunch this week with actor Neil Resnick.
Yeah.
We're going
So
to
I have
Butcher's
bad
daughter.
news.
Shoot, I have a meeting that I might.
I was about to say I might not be able to make it
Why?
because I am either flying to Boston after that and getting in at midnight, or flying before and getting it at a reasonable time.
You're flying on Thursday?
Yeah, because the thing's on Friday.
He is going to be sad.
I'm
that-
you
I'm
have
gonna
to
tell Edge that I like need to go to this.
We had a hilarious Neil Resnick interaction. I called Will and I'm like, what is this like Neil Resnick lunch? Because the rest of the email chain wouldn't load. I was like, what's this lunch with Neil Resnick? And he's like, oh, he's just taking us out to lunch. I was like, great. And I hang up. My dad was like fishing like 10 feet away from me. And as he's casting, he like thought about it for a second. He's like, Neil Resnick, like the pistachio billionaire? And I was like, I don't think so. And I called,
he made me Google it too because I was like, I don't really know what he does.
I called Will and I was like, is Neil a pistachio billionaire? And he's like, no, that's Stuart Resnick. I was like, oh.
He was like one of the biggest hits in Playdating history.
We
Neil
were talking
Resnick,
about
yeah.
this. We want to have Neil come on and like prank guests so that the second Neil walks in, everyone
knows.
is like, okay, it's Neil.
It's actor Neil
But
Resnick.
Everyone, including the listeners, are in on it except for the guest.
Yeah. We were trying to do it with Lil Sass, but didn't come together in time.
Sass was the coolest.
Yeah, he was
Sass was
he was goated.
That guy rules.
Oh, dude, I sent you guys I tagged him in the promo for the episode, and then I looked and I had DM'd him in 2019.
Yeah.
So funny. It was like, come to my tailgate or something. He must have like been in Boston or something.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
We were talking about this. You guys fire off DMs like it's nobody's business.
I've
I don't.
DM'd like everyone I like.
I used to do it. Now I don't anymore, but I used to like in college all the time.
I kind of wish I did
still
that.
do.
I never reach out to anybody.
It's like, but it's become like there have been like a few moments where it's like embarrassing, where it's like they follow me and then I'm like, oh God,
Yeah.
they're gonna scroll up and see all this.
Should we get back into the?
Should we get back into the podcast that we do?
No,
With it-
just like our guy Thomas.
Oh,
Am I the asshole?
Oh yeah.
right.
T-Dog.
T-Bone, Thomas Norsgaard.
I'm a
Oh my God, that's what we've been talking for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
That's wild.
Thomas Norgard. He is a listener from Denmark.
Okay.
And he says, and I'm probably the only one, so I don't think I'll need a fake name.
I
That's
don't
why-
think you're the only one because it seems like the only people that write in are from Eastern Europe. not East, Denmark's not
Western
Eastern
Europe.
Northwestern Europe.
Yeah,
Right under Finland. Nope, right under Norway. Yeah.
Sweden.
Nope, under Norway. And Sweden, kind of, but it's
Oh,
west,
yeah.
it's west of Sweden. I got the
Yeah.
Tradle in too the other day.
Nice.
Pretty big
You
stick.
guys, Thomas is on the edge of his seat right now.
Yeah, sorry, Tom.
Yeah,
We
Thomas
edged you
is
for, like,
edging on his seat right now.
Thomas is edging in
Okay.
his house right now.
Anyway, a few weeks ago, I was at a party where I met a girl who is the best friend of one of my close friends. I've only met her a few times, but I've always thought she was very cute. We hung out that evening and had a really fun time, but the night didn't end with her coming back to my place, thankfully, looking back at it now.
Yeah.
The night ended with me asking for her number so we could arrange a date, which she agreed to. The date went great and we shared a couple of laughs. However, the temperature of one of the bars we went to was really hot.
It's a crazy.
Yeah, it went well. It was just like 90 fucking doubloons in there.
So she decided to take her jumper off when I suddenly realized.
Is jumper's like a cardigan?
I guess.
I don't know.
No,
A jumper. Jumper is like a sweater, I think.
Google jumper.
I wish you would. Did you Google jumper? I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
okay, yeah.
It's
Okay.
a jumper as
They
weather.
call it that in
Okay.
Whatever.
She took her jumper
So
off.
she took her jumper off.
Oh yeah,
When I
things are heating up over here.
When I suddenly realized she had an extreme amount of armpit hair, and it made me feel a little bit weird.
Oh.
The date went on as normal, but when I texted her later that week, I told her that I was seeing someone else when I wasn't, and lied and said it wouldn't be fair on her. Was that a shitty way to end things? I did it because...
Wait. He lied and then confessed, or just...
No, he just
lied.
Okay.
said to her it would be fair because he started seeing someone else or something.
Yeah.
Was that a shitty way to end things? I did it because I didn't want her to think that there was anything wrong with her. But maybe the more important question is, am I an asshole for not finding hairy armpits attractive?
No, you're not an asshole for not finding it attractive. And I actually think you went about it the correct way, right, Will?
Yeah. I mean, everyone's got their own preference.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the question is, was there a better way to go about not seeing her?
No, yeah, you just have to end it and like make something up.
Yeah, because then she gets to live her life without being like, there's something. Is that a deal breaker for you?
I can't say I've ever encountered it, but I don't think so. I don't know.
I just looked at you like you're
No, if I were a guy, or
if you saw a guy who had armpit hair,
Lauren likes hairless guys.
I don't know if this is like fine to say. If I were a guy and I were into girls, I wouldn't want them to have hairy armpits.
I think so.
I don't like having hairy armpits. Not to judge anyone that does. It's just not my thing. If that makes sense.
yeah, I don't. I mean, I
think it's fine.
like if they were like awesome, like I don't think that would be like a deal breaker.
I think it might be for me.
And I think that's fine.
Yeah, in the
long as you're not mean
same
about
way. But I guess because I'm a very hairy guy, it's almost like
Maybe that's why I'm saying it's not a deal breaker because I'm like the most hairless guy of all time.
yeah. It's like to me, I think I would be upset if like my chest hair was like a deal breaker for someone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I feel bad that is. Maybe it's like maybe it's hypocritical. I had a thought the other day. If you were getting married and like one of your bridesmaids was like someone who normally had armpit hair, would you ask them to shave it before your wedding?
No. Also,
This is a crazy thought.
Wait, really?
You had this thought?
I was watching. I saw a video of like
No,
bridesmaids.
but absolutely not for the record.
Yeah,
hear me
definitely
out.
not.
That would be fucked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bridesmaid. They're wearing sleeveless dresses. This is your big day, and she has like my amount of armpit hair. That would not be. You wouldn't be like, hey, can you?
No.
The spotlight's a little on them then.
No, it isn't.
It's not.
Oh, really? They're
just being themselves.
I didn't realize you guys were fucking all high and mighty all of a sudden.
No. I just think that's funny.
And the reason I had thought about that was I saw a girl who like there was one of the bridesmaids had a bunch of tattoos, which is completely normal. But she looked like the type of person that would have armpit hair, and I was wondering, like, when she lifted her arm up, if she was going to have it.
Like placing bets on it.
And no,
wait, what were you watching?
It was like someone's like it was like a wedding edit or something. It was like
okay.
Are you on that side of TikTok?
I'm on that side of TikTok,
Wedding? Are you
but
planning
like
for a wedding?
I don't. I thought you think it'd be crazy to be like
To tell someone to like change their physical appearance
just
be
to
at
ask
your wedding.
just
I'm not
to ask
gonna
them
ask my best friend to shave her arm.
like
No.
like hey, maybe we got some pretty conservative folks coming to the wedding. I don't want it to be all about your armpit hair.
No, you can't do that.
All right, I didn't realize you guys were fucking.
No, I don't.
Mother,
asked
Mother
us.
Teresa all of a sudden. I thought you guys were gonna be like, yeah, of course you asked them to shave it.
No. I mean, I understand. Like from this guy's perspective, it's like you can't like if there's something that makes you not like attracted to someone, then that's just
He
that's
would be an
that.
asshole if he told her the truth.
Yes.
So I think what he did is perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
You don't.
But if it's not in like a romantic way, you don't have the right to like try to dictate
Yeah.
that.
So Thomas, no, you're.
I
not,
am Mother Teresa.
Yeah, no,
For the record, to answer your previous.
you're not.
question.
You're not the asshole, Thomas. And I actually think you handled it very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's funny.
Can we come to Denmark? I want to go.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. It is funny. That's like they're hitting it off, and then they happen to be in the hottest bar in Denmark where she had
Yeah.
to take her jumper off. What if she was just what if she just forgot that day and she's not normally like that?
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah.
What?
Because
it sounds like it was like long.
It was like braided.
Yeah.
It was like,
well, clearly it's long enough.
No,
where
like
you
it
can
wasn't
see
like
it,
just
it's
like, oh, she didn't
intentional.
shave that day.
Doing like a
It was
Dennis Rodman pattern.
it's got cornrows. I told myself I would never wear shorts again, but it's like too hot.
You guys wear
these days.
shorts every time we record.
Not.
Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!" I
No,
can see.
not last episode.
They never talk about my junk though. Like
I know it's my.
I think
junk
they know
always.
mine's. I think they know mine's like not big enough to peek out.
Yeah, my hog is like peeking out. At some
I
point.
was.
Well, it's just so big and massive.
all right and veiny.
and girthy.
I was cleaning my. I was like reorganizing because I moved into the big room yesterday. So I was like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to give more context.
I was moving into a bigger bedroom.
Yeah, I moved
And
into the big room.
Moving into the big house. I'm the president. I'm one of Biden's aides. I'm one of
Biden has
Magic.
AIDS?
I'm one of Magic Johnson's aides.
Christ. Actually,
Also, for the record, a guy to get AIDS. If you were gonna get AIDS, have the name Magic Johnson is a hilarious name.
insane. Yeah,
If Johnson was too magic.
Yeah, he's too magic for his own Johnson.
Okay, so I'm moving. To answer your question, why I'm always wearing shorts, I realized I only have 4 pairs of pants here, which seems low.
I've won.
What happened to my jeans?
I ruined them.
How? What do you mean? I soiled them.
No, they were.
You also ruined is such a hilarious. Like it wasn't like
No.
I stained them. I like beyond repair ruined.
It was in
your
my
jeans.
scooter accident, dude. They got like ripped up and covered in mud.
You peed my pants.
Yeah. I had to throw them out.
Yeah, I have 2. I have khakis. The brown khakis, pair of seersucker pants that don't fit, and a pair of corduroy pants.
What about Muggsy jeans?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about them anymore?
No. Lauren.
We signed an NDA after Will
We
peed
signed
all
an
of them.
Nightmare ad read. Guy pisses his Muggsy jeans during the ad read. Oh, boy.
All right, should we get into the second AI?
We're Muggsy, so we're gonna fit like
This is our second Am I the Asshole, brought to you by Levi's.
All right, this is from.
Is that allowed? Are we allowed to just like joke about?
Yeah.
I have no idea what we're
It'd be
allowed
funny if
to do.
KC was like, "You need to you stop. Whatever you guys are doing, stop doing it."
I'm going to see KC this weekend.
That's gonna be killer, dude.
Nice.
He's a guy we work with.
In Minnesota.
Does he live in St. Paul, right?
I don't know. They're like the same thing.
You just stirred up the cheese heads with that one.
Well, yeah. They're like 20 minutes away, I think.
Okay.
They're the Twin Cities. The Twin Cities.
All right.
This is from Henrietta.
Nice.
Big
I like that name
name.
a lot. No, it's
Henrietta.
not.
Couldn't think of another one. No, I just mean like her name starts with an H, but
Okay.
like-
Henrietta. Yeah.
So what's her real name, Will? If it starts with an H and Lauren came up with Henrietta, it's definitely
Halsey.
it's like it's she's like my tour is going poorly.
I've only stole out a few stadiums.
Did you hear Justin Timberlake when he got arrested? Looked at the cop, and the cop didn't know it was Justin Timberlake, and he was like,
oh yeah.
he was like this is gonna ruin the tour, and the cop didn't know who he was, and he was like, what tour?
Mm-hmm.
And Justin Timberlake goes, the world tour.
That's awesome.
All right. She says, "Am I the asshole?"
Her name's Hannah, by the way. It's got to be Hannah.
Hey guys, I just recently got into the pod and I love the Am I the Asshole segment. I thought I'd share my own. So my birthday's coming up on July 13th, but my
Oh. That's my friend's. No, it's not.
but my lifelong best friend's birthday is on July 14th.
Oh.
We've been best friends since we were like 3, so we always knew that our birthdays fall literally a day apart. The 13th is a Saturday, so it is kind of the best night to have your birthday on. So that's the day that she picked to have her party on. So she texted me and invited me to her birthday party on my birthday.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, they're best friends and they didn't talk about this ahead of time?
So she texted me and invited me to her birthday party on my birthday, to which I declined and said that I love her so much, but I didn't want to spend my birthday celebrating her birthday with her friends, you know. I'm not busy or anything that day, but like I didn't really want to go. I feel a little bad about it because she is my best friend, but like you could have chosen any other day of the year. LOL, am I the asshole?
Here's what you
That's a good one, actually.
It is a good one. I like this
a
one.
horrible predicament.
Yeah. Like a good, like, this is like a real Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
All right,
For the
let's do this, Will. I think this is because this is our first, real one. Let's break down whether or not she's the asshole, and then let's try and help her solve this.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? What's your knee jerk reaction? Is she the asshole?
No, I mean, my knee jerk is, it seems a little strange that if you're best friends and you've grown up together your whole lives, surely this has
It happens once every 7 years.
Yeah, so like presumably there's some etiquette of like I feel like if you're her, you would come and be like, hey, maybe what if you did like a joint thing?
That's what I was thinking.
Or just be like, or just like have communication prior rather than just like, here's an invite to my birthday on your birthday. Feels crazy.
So is the friend who's planning the party, her real birthday is
Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think you say to her this, let's do a joint party on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then on your real birthday, we have like a group brunch.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
We make a weekend of it. I agree with Will. It's insane that she would have just invited you without any
without like
Acknowledgement
warning. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because like you shouldn't feel bad about that. At the same time, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I wonder where her birthday is a little bit. Like, is it at like a bowling alley? Could you get the lane next to her?
Yeah, you hire a bunch of extras.
Well, it's also interesting because
throw
she
a better
said
party next.
She said her friends.
her friends. So it's
So-
like, is she not friends?
So maybe
with her
they
other
grew up
friends?
together
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
went to college differently is kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Wait, but if they're in the same place,
It doesn't seem like they're in the same friend group though. It's just like
yeah.
They're best
I'm
friends,
curious about
but
the
they
nature
have-
of their
can we
relationship.
call her? And
should we try?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Did she say we could?
No, but we can.
I just am curious.
I'm
like,
so itchy today.
because like they
Turn
must.
this on.
She must be inviting her to come to wherever she is, because if they're in the same city,
Yeah,
Presumably
it's got to
they
be
were-
at a bowling alley.
I think you're probably
I
right.
think she's gonna answer, but
She doesn't like us.
yeah,
All right, well,
Is it ringing?
yeah. I don't think it's gonna work.
Wait, that's wild.
No, you are not the asshole. Definitely, like, be honest with her. If it's your birthday, you deserve to have like a special day, just as she does.
You get
so
to do whatever you want.
Try
on your
to,
birthday.
yeah.
And like, if she has other friends that she'd rather celebrate the night with and make it about her, it's like, why don't you have your own thing too, and then you guys do something together? I don't know.
What's her name? Brumhilda?
Henrietta.
Henrietta?
Pramilda.
Henrietta, I think what you do, I'm just confused why, like, what is Henrietta going to do for her birthday? Because it's her birthday.
Yeah, it's on her birthday.
So it's like she must have something else planned, right?
Yeah.
No, she says I'm not busy or anything that day, but like I didn't.
Yeah, but
really
like,
wanna
what is she
go.
doing for her birthday?
for her birthday? I don't think she has a plan. She's just saying that.
Oh, it's
imagine,
this is also weeks in advance. So
I mean, yeah.
she has time to be like, dude, why don't we just
a
Henrietta,
joint.
I say you picture the joint birthday party. I think
Yeah,
that's- Will's idea is great.
Unless you like don't like her friends,
Yeah.
which I feel like could be
But
part
it
of
sounds
it if
like
you
it's
didn't want to
already
go.
kind of planned. I don't know. It's sad. I would not want to go to someone else's party on my birthday because I like my birthday too, and I wouldn't. I'd be like, I want to celebrate mine.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I think
I hate my birthday.
really.
Well, I just hate I hate throwing events. I hate being like responsible for the outcome of an event. So like the idea that's like, oh, to celebrate your birthday, you have to like be responsible for the outcome of an event is horrible.
Usually someone else throws it,
Yeah.
right?
I guess, yeah, but like you still feel like who's gonna show up or like
Yeah.
whatever. Like I'd rather just like
I always get
something
stressed
low-key.
about that because it's like, what if you invite 10 people and like 6 of them are busy?
yeah.
Horrible stuff.
Yeah.
We used to do. I have one birthday that's sticking in my head is 2 of my friends in high school. My parents were out of town like around their birthday, and so we had a birthday party for the 2 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
At my house, and got them like a cake with their names on it. You should ask her.
yeah.
the friend is the asshole because the friend should be the one. The friend should be the one being like, let's make this both of us. She's putting
Yeah.
Henrietta in a weird
I
position.
agree. Yeah, you're not the asshole, girl.
No.
Speak your truth. Tell her if. Yeah, it's fine.
And that was Am I the Asshole presented by Levi's.
Yeah, well, I had a similar thing coming up. So yeah, that's right. So Trent's birthday is on July 8th, and Leah's is on July 11th.
Yep.
2 of my best friends from college. And
Oh, I thought you were doing a thing.
Trent.
I thought you were like I was prepared to go along with it, but
No, but we would always do a joint party, and we get a cake that said "Happy Birthday, Leah and Trent."
yeah.
So
Probably just do that.
and that's the same week. So maybe all 4 of them could do one together.
yeah. We can see if Trent's available.
Yeah. Hey Trent.
Willie, what are you up to this summer?
Dude, you know what I've been doing?
What?
I've been going to the beach a bunch.
Nice.
It's been sick. And yeah, I feel like the weather out here has been dope. That being said, it is getting quite steamy.
It's hot, man.
I'm getting sticky and I'm getting a little smelly. All right. Thankfully, have the perfect thing to deal with it.
And that is?
Mando.
Love it.
Whole body deodorant. Legs, arms, pits, neck, balls, feet. You name it, I put it on it. It's long lasting. They have the solid stick and invisible cream. They're proven to control odor for 72 hours. They have a body wash and cleansing bar proven to control odor for 24 hours. Sometimes I start with the body wash in the shower, get my skin ready, and then I put the invisible cream on, whole body, and I'm good for literally days.
Guys, you don't want to find yourself like Will was the other day, miles away from the shower with some swamp butt. I saw him just grab a wipe, and he cleaned up the swamp in one swipe. Boom. He's good for another 24 hours.
Special offer. New customers get $5 off Mando's best-selling starter pack with code PLAYDATE at shopmando.com. I hate to even beat a dead deodorant here, but what I will say is what I love about Mando is how long it lasts. Like,
Yeah.
what other deodorant are you feeling confident that will last you days?
None that I've encountered.
Yeah, I love it. I can't say enough good things.
Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes. They're both fantastic, and free shipping. Guys, I have a discount code to help you get hooked on my favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code that equates to over 40% of your starter pack. Use code PLAYDATE at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. Shopmando.com. Let's get back into this fantastic episode of podcasting.
This guy rocks.
Welcome back to This Guy Rocks.
Woo!
Mine this week. I think, sometimes we just do them because they're funny, and there's not really a message behind it, right?
Okay.
This week I have one. It's a tale of persistence, and it shows, what can happen if you see something through and you let it, you stick with it.
That's powerful. That's powerful stuff out of Mr. Featherbone. Creatherbone, sorry.
What is going on? Why is this?
I was just saying your name different ways as a goof.
Do you see?
Okay.
I can't stop thinking. I now realize I want to get back into treasure. Maybe I'll make my own podcast about treasure.
What do you call it?
Okay.
Treasure.
So for the audio listeners, it's a family at hibachi. The camera is starting on maybe the mom, and then next to them is like a son or uncle or something, and he's eager, and they're clearly they're in the middle of when the chef is tossing the shrimp.
Got it.
So they flip it. Mom catches it first try, now moves on to the brother.
Oh.
He's missed about 6 in a row, but he's sticking with it.
Oh.
He's so eager.
Oh, wait, didn't he get one?
No.
Oh.
Running out of slices.
Oh. He's so persistent.
The chef's like pretty accurate. Too.
Yeah.
Hey.
He was not phased.
Oh, he's
That's
so happy
awesome.
with that.
He missed maybe 11. He just didn't even blink, stuck with it.
I love it.
The chef was like shockingly just throwing him good.
He's throwing darts.
He soared one over his head, but
Yeah.
that's the most stressful part. Like sometimes I don't want to go to hibachi because I'm like, I don't want to do
fuck
this.
it up. Yeah.
We my high school girlfriend, when I think it was the older sister turned like 18 or something, and we were younger, and the family did like a limo, picked all of us up, and then we went to hibachi as like a family, and me and then the other boyfriend, and I was really nervous I wasn't gonna catch the thing, but I got it. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Who's your guy that rocks?
Oh, right.
You were prepared to just like live in that moment
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah, I was just happy to be alive.
Hibachi sounds delicious.
Also, they probably racked up a fortune. There was like 18 shrimp on the ground.
Wait, you think you get charged by the shrimp?
I think they probably figure out how much food you used at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yum. I'm hungry.
Aren't we all?
All right, set this one up for us, Will.
This someone DM. We get a lot of DMs of this guy rocks, and I've decided like I'm not gonna. I have no shame in utilizing them.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to set this up.
I will say this still frame right now. if you gave me 50 guesses, I don't think I could even come close to
the guy. He's got 3 balloons in front of him.
There are 3 balloons floating perfectly in front of him. It looks like he's holding a chain with a knife on the end. What is?
Let's just watch it. You're gonna love this shit.
All right.
Okay, so break it down.
I've not. He's just slapping balloons with a chain, I guess.
But you would think based off of the setup
they were gonna pop.
Well, they were gonna pop, but there's also gonna be some more skill involved.
Yeah, I don't really understand. Can we watch it again? I don't know what he's doing with this first one either.
I think in his head.
Can we look at his page? Is there more stuff like this?
What is the room?
I think his.
Oh.
Yeah, is he in like a classroom?
I don't know. I think his thought process was the moving one. The moving one was showcasing like his
versatility. Yeah.
He's not a one-trick pony.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that guy. How many followers does he have? This guy
Can't imagine many. Yeah.
4,000.
He's not following anyone. Power move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ratio.
His name is Manriki Superstar.
Well, I know where he gets the last name from. You guys are fucking legends.
How do you find out that that's what you're into?
I don't know.
I love it.
Hey, is there anything like you ever gone down a road like that, Will?
I did a little balloon chain stuff in college. Not much. Why?
I mean like a neat like. Is there any part of you that like wants to find something like it's like that guy who have you seen he's really into like putting
Whoa, wait,
What?
look at the one in the middle right. Sorry. There's a floating Sprite can.
No, I know. I'm trying to
presumably it's attached to a string like all the balloons.
Oh, the balloons were attached to strings?
How did you think it flew back at him like that?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
it's definitely they're attached to strings.
look up Lauren, look up guy stacking just on
stacking.
on YouTube.
Well, I wanted to
That's on,
no,
we're done with
online.
Instagram.
Okay.
Guy stacking. It doesn't even need to be YouTube. Just search it. Sorry. Oh my god.
Bolt?
Guy like stacking cups, then yelling yes. Guy stacking cups. Yes. Do it on Safari.
This is Chrome. Is that okay?
Yeah, sorry.
This?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it
it's not even worth it. But basically, there's a guy who like he does really easy tasks.
Yeah.
But he does them really fast. Like he does them like as fast as you could do them.
And then goes yes.
He goes yes, and all the comments are like, what are we trying to accomplish here?
That guy sounds like he rocks.
He does rock. You can if I find it.
Yeah, get rid of it. I don't want to look at this shit anymore. I don't want to look. Can you put like a blank screen on so I don't get distracted?
Yep. All right.
All right, Will you teach me something?
Yeah, I'll teach you something. Okay, you know about the cadaver trial?
Give me a year.
897.
Nope. Not familiar with this trial, but I'm excited to learn.
This was in 897. Okay.
Oh! I was picturing 1897.
No, 897.
Okay, what was happening then? Like, is that like
the cadaver trial?
is that like, did they have houses yet? They have huts yet?
Yeah. No. Yeah. This is about like there was like a pope.
Okay.
So they had like big building. When was the Roman Empire?
The Roman Empire was like BC. I think it was BC into like CE.
Roman Empire time.
Yeah, 27 BC.
Well, that's when it started. But
you wanted me to give you like a mean
Over
answer.
1,000.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like I think this might have been during the Roman Empire.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so saying BC.
Is there that big of a difference between BC and like 800?
Yeah.
800
It
years?
was 27 BC. So like 95% of the Roman Empire was AD.
That's crazy.
Hey, but I was technically right.
Yeah, I guess. But it wasn't I don't know, whatever. Anyway, this was during the Pope Formosus.
You're joking.
No, that is crazy.
He's the foremost pope.
Oh, I was thinking like he did it for Moses. This one's for Moses. Pope Formosus died. 7 months later, his successor, Pope Stephen VI, was accusing Pope Formosus of papacy, illegal papacy. I don't know. He was basically, sorry, I should just stop looking at this because I know the gist of it. The new pope was like accusing the pope who had died 7 months ago of crimes. Okay. And they decided the only way to settle this was to do a fair trial. Mm-hmm. So they dug up the guy's corpse and put it on a chair and conducted a trial to a dead corpse in a chair. Ugh. And guess what? Guilty. Yeah.
They put him in. All the other guys in jail are like, just bury him.
Yeah. It's like, all right, he did it.
Oh
he
my
did
God.
It. Who cares? Yeah, his papacy was declared null. Look up. Can you Google Pope Formosus? M-O. Yeah.
Dude, they all had the wild.
Yeah, look at that shit
back then. What the hell?
Oh, it was like a legitimate. Like he'd already been like decaying.
Yeah, he's a skeleton.
Oh my God.
Why'd they dress him up again?
I don't know. Yeah.
And he was guilty.
He had 3 fingers removed.
By whom? Or they just fell
He
off?
was, and then once he was guilty, he was tied to weights and tossed in the river.
Good.
It's brutal. I want to go to the olden days so bad.
It would have been awesome. Not that old.
But I just want to like go time travel a little bit.
Yeah. I think we would be. I think if anyone would handle it responsibly, it would be us. I mean, we'd make like a bunch of money, but other than that,
I would, yeah.
Who would you want to meet the most?
If I could time travel?
Mm-hmm. Or let me rephrase that. You get a time machine. Where's the first place you go?
Because that's the thing. Because I think those are different. Because like I feel like there's like time. I think like the Roman Empire genuinely seems like so fascinating.
Yeah.
Or like ancient Greece.
What I always thought was cool is the gladiators back then were mostly like almost exclusively slaves. But like if you became good enough and big enough, you could like earn your freedom, and then you were like a celebrity and you like dined amongst kings.
Yeah, that is badass.
Yeah.
Well, also, yeah, I was thinking about this recently. You know what they should do is like in football stadium, like have like a gladiator type setup. Obviously, it's not to the death, but it's like UFC, but it's like teams. Like imagine like a football stadium where there's like 10 guys on each side, and they start, and it's just like free for all, and there's like obstacles and stuff.
Are they all wearing like padded gloves? Are they still wearing UFC?
Yeah.
They used to. I think they're like called like gladiatrixes or something. Look up what a female gladiator was called. They had a sick name.
Gladiatrix sounds cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, gladiatrix. Isn't that sick?
Yeah, that is badass.
And what was interesting is like, so they all had different. It's kind of like MMA, where like they were like, you know, in MMA there's like jiu-jitsu and like karate or whatever they do, like Muay Thai. Back then it was like they all had their skill set, and they thought it was interesting to pair them up against each other. So it was like, what happens when like a guy with a whip goes against like a guy with a sword? So it'd be like brute strength versus like agility. And I always just thought that was like hilarious. Yeah, they're like every once in a while there'd be like a huge mismatch. The guy with the guy with like the guy with like one arrow is like, this isn't fair at all.
Yeah.
All right, can
Wait,
I you something?
I have something to say. What you said about like winning out of slavery reminded me of the guy that I thought like that treasure shit was about. Was this guy Denmark VC, and he was a slave.
Denmark VC?
Yeah.
Our boy's from Denmark.
Yeah, it's true. He was a slave in Charleston, and in 1800 he bought a lottery ticket and won, and bought his freedom.
Fire.
Like he literally like just won the lottery and was able to buy his freedom.
Yeah,
which is insane.
Were there like 7-Elevens? Like where was he?
Yeah, I don't know, like some store downtown or something. And then he organized like a huge rebellion.
How did they even begin to
that doesn't
generate
make
the
sense
numbers?
that was happening. But.
I know, insane. Yeah, how was it like? How did you have any trust that it was fair?
Right.
I guess now
there wasn't even like the radio either. He just had to like check every day.
Yeah. Also, like
how did they make it?
I mean, obviously, it's amazing that like he did it, but like also like they let slaves play the lottery. I guess.
Yeah,
it's insane though.
Yeah, I think they were probably like they'll never win, and then he won. They're like, fuck.
Yeah, I wonder if they like yeah.
Was it a lot of money?
It was enough to buy himself freedom. I don't know. He's a goat.
You guys want to hear a fun one?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's look at when this was. Okay, it's like 11. It's like 1190. So it's like the 90s of the 11s. Everyone had cool flat top.
1,190.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roland the Farter.
Oh, baby.
Wasn't
that your taxi driver?
Yeah, right. Known in contemporary records as Roland Le Fartre.
Okay.
And it just has like a bunch of other things. He was a medieval flatulist, right? So like
Flatulist?
like that was what he did. Is what he did to keep a roof over his head. He lived in the 12th century England, and he was so good. Like I guess they would do it for like entertainment. Like they just thought it was like hysterical, like how he could fart. And King Henry II, because of how good at farting he was given Hemmingstone Manor in Suffolk and 30 acres of land in return for his services. So he was mainly a jester, but like his kind of shtick was like farting.
That's awesome.
And each year he was obligated to perform, I'm going to botch this, unum saltum et whatever, something, which is translated to one jump and whistle and one fart for the king's court at Christmas. So he'd come around on Christmas, do a big jump through the air, be like, and then just like cut one loose, and then he goes back to Hemmingstone Manor. Isn't that awesome?
It's the dream job.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I did jump and whistle and fart the other day, and no one gave me a dime.
Yeah. If anything, people were like
They were taking my money.
pretty mad about it.
But that's hysterical.
Oh, and then we have my boy Nathan Monroe. Shout out Nathan Monroe.
Shout out Enmon.
He wrote in, he's a playmate, and he said, "Hey Rusty, I have a pitch for the Teach Me Something segment. This one's fun. Viagra was created by Pfizer originally to treat high blood pressure and chest pain, but then when they were testing it,
people just kept getting huge
everyone
boners.
was just like torqued up, and they were like, oh, this clearly is doing the opposite of, or like not the opposite, but like it's clearly doing something else. So instead of it being like an unfortunate side effect, they were just like,
all right, pivot.
Yep. So they noticed the obvious side effect. It turns out it was better at treating ED than treating chest pain. And then he adds, although it is still used for high blood pressure, just a random ass drug fact that made Pfizer so much money. Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah, that is hysterical.
They're like, how's everyone's blood pressure? And they're all just
like oh, good.
Like
yeah.
69ing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Will, balls in your court. Do you want to do rom-coms that don't exist first, or stories from the Bible that don't exist?
Rom Coms.
All right. These are romantic comedies let's do rom-coms.
That's yeah.
These are rom-coms that don't exist.
These are rom coms that don't exist.
These are
now if we clip it into two parts.
Yeah, it's perfect. What do you got, Will?
Okay, rom coms that don't exist. These are. I've got Understudy. It's a Broadway musical, and the main guy is sick the day of the performance, and so they have to use this understudy, and then he and the female lead have this like insane chemistry.
Yep.
And they fall in love, and they do like 2 shows together, and they have this like whirlwind kind of romance thing, but then the other guy comes back, and she has to try to do the performance, but it's not the same, and she wants the understudy to just be the guy, and it's this sort of weird tension.
I love it.
Yeah.
I've got Love is in the Air.
Okay.
2 frequent flyers are always on the same flight.
Yep.
And they're so like high up in their status, whatever, that they're always like 1 and 2 on the upgrade list.
Yep.
And they're constantly kind of like sabotaging each other to get the last first class seat, whatever. But they kind of have this like undeniable chemistry. They can't tell if it's like hate or love. And then out of like a gesture to be nice to her, he decides, I'm going to take like the last seat in the plane so there's no chance I get upgraded, whatever, and she can have the first class seat because he realizes that he likes her. But unbeknownst to him, she did the same thing, and they have their first date in like 42 F and E. And
I hate the classist undertones of that, but I appreciate the idea. No, what you're just it's all your whole mind is just fixated on this like there's good people and bad people on the plane. It's like, oh god, they had to sit in 42 F. Like
I'm just saying,
sounds like a nice window seat.
I'm just saying,
asshole.
I'm just saying they met up and they have this kind of moment where he sees her coming back and she's like, I did it for you, and he's like, I did it for you, and then they have to pay for all their snacks because they're in the
again, they're bringing up another benefit of your fucking gold member. I don't give a shit.
It's not. I'm way past gold.
You fucking asshole.
What are you, silver?
All right, I've got Ding Dong Hitched. Ding Dong Hitched is about a guy who's like with his little brother, and his little brother goes and ding dong dishes his house, and like this girl comes out and she's like, what the hell? And like she sees a guy, the little brother runs away, so like the guy's just left standing there. She's like, did you just ding dong ditch me? He's like, no. And she's like, you're 25. What are you doing ding dong ditching people? He's like, I swear I didn't. It was my brother. And she's like, oh, I've heard that one before. And then they start making out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that a lot. I've got Clogged.
Clogged. I like it.
This girl's toilet is clogged. The plumber comes over. He's smoking hot. They fall in love, but
I've
she's
seen
like,
this one.
She's like, I'm never gonna see him again, like unless I have like another thing. So she starts She's dropping huge deuces so that she clogs her toilet, and he has to come over and she can see him. She's like putting like spoons down the disposal and like turning it on.
Or like she's only doing it like she's just eating stuff that makes her like huge.
Yeah. She's like it's horrible. She's
eat,
only
like,
drinking like kefir and like stuff like that.
What's kefir?
It's like a thick yogurt drink.
Okay.
She's just like eating and drinking all this stuff, so she has like in and out 5 times a day. So she like has to clog her toilet, and he has to come over, and then they fall in love.
I like that a lot. I've got proximity chat. This is two people who meet while playing a video game that has like proximity chat. Like, you know, like you can like talk when you're near each other. And then like there's like some war breaks out or something, and they have to like go fight like a war, but then they're like trying to like find each other. Maybe they're on the opposite sides of the war. And so then they're like, they have to try to be together so they can talk in the proximity chat. But if anyone else in the game saw them, they would attack the other one.
I love it.
There we go.
I've got Lovers in Law.
Oh.
This guy's seeing an older woman. They hit it off. They've kind of have this like great week together, but they haven't really gotten into like the nitty gritty about their lives. He goes to his brother's wedding, and it turns out she's the mother of the bride. And so it's going to be his mother-in-law, I think.
Okay.
Whatever. And so they have to spend the whole wedding weekend pretending like they haven't had this fling, and then everyone finds out, and it's like a big deal.
Is she like old or it's like normal?
She's like old, but it's normal because she's hot.
Okay.
She's like 55, and he's like 25.
I love that.
What, you expected? How old do you think the brother was?
I was thinking, like he could be like 30 and she could be like 40.
What's wrong with 25 and 55?
That's a huge age gap.
I think that's hot as balls.
Okay.
Would you date a 55-year-old?
No, but
Bill Belichick is dating a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
He's 72.
I don't think I would date one.
Are there photos of them?
Yeah. I don't think I would date one, but I would. I'd hang out with one a couple times.
What?
That is not him. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
What do you think they talk about?
Yeah.
They met on an airplane. That's when they met.
Oh, so she's got money.
Because she can be on an airplane?
Because they were sitting next to each other. He's definitely...
Oh, God. What? First class? He probably has fucking platinum miles.
Probably diamond medallion over, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
What do you got next, Willie?
Flash mob. A young woman is at the train station. There's a flash mob of people, like one of those like old school. Like I feel like they don't do those anymore.
No.
Those are like the best videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not like him at all.
Really?
I hated that.
I used to watch whatever that account was that did like all the flash mobs. I used to watch every video.
I wished that like a huge fire would break out every time. I hoped for
The
something.
ones where like they would like freeze in Grand Central and then like all start
Yeah.
dancing.
Imagine like being late to work and you're like, yeah, there's a fucking flash mob.
They weren't holding anyone up.
They literally took up the
Sometimes.
whole thing.
Yeah.
It was no.
I mean, well, I know you're not I know you never had to work a blue collar job, but some of us have to get to fucking work on time.
They weren't blocking people.
How do you even organize?
No, this is an unfair hate. I love flash mobs. Anyway.
What do you mean, how do you organize
I
it?
don't
You
know.
practice it.
No, they would have like meetup. They like put out a thing, recent flash mobs.
the best 15 flash mobs ever.
What was the name of that account, dude, that did all the flash mobs? They're like flash mob people.
Wait, they're illegal?
Flash mob safety.
You gotta have good practice. That
Okay.
there's
what?
no scenario where all of them should be in that position at once.
Dude, the Grand Central flash mob was like an all-time YouTube video.
Yeah. I don't know if I love them
hated
anymore.
them. They were the worst.
I don't think I'd ever
That
want
was
to
such a shitty time to be alive.
That's a bad
Well,
take.
they're still happening.
This is a bad take.
All right, so what happens at the flash mob?
Oh, so like a flash mob happens, and a guy who isn't the Scrooge of the Scrooge of modern days, that's what I'm labeling you, the Scrooge of flash mobs, sees the girl in the flash mob and is enamored. And so then she joins in the flash mob and starts doing it, but she doesn't really know how to like recreate the movement. So it's like really awkward, but they fall in love that way. And then they can go do flash mobs all over the city together. And they can do them at Rusty's house.
I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that movie never sees the light of day. No, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, I've got Camp Love.
I like that.
2 rival camps. They're on opposite sides of the lake, and they're constantly like pranking each other. And I had to like go over and set up like booby traps and shit to like fuck with the other cabins and stuff.
What's up with that word, by the way? Booby traps?
Yeah, I always pictured just like a mouse trap, like smacking on someone's boob.
No.
The word booby trap has been used since at least the late 17th century. To me, it's like you get a booby in it, which is like a fool or an idiot.
Anyway,
rival summer camps. They're constantly going and pranking each other. And one night, like this guy counselor takes all of his boy campers over, and they're gonna like booby trap the girls' camp, whatever. He sees his like rival counselor, the girl, crying over like her breakup or something, and so he feels bad about all the pranks they've been doing on them, and he starts doing like nice booby traps, like when she like opens the door, instead of like water or paint falling on her, it's like flowers and chocolates or something.
That's cool.
And then
flour.
No flour.
Like that still sounds annoying.
Like flour and like melted chocolate. Like medieval tar and feather. And then they meet at like the year-end dance, and he tells her that he's been the one doing it, and they fall in love, but they have to go back to school, and so it's like this whole thing now where like they're not, once they realize they loved each other, they can't be together.
He gets caught in her booby trap.
All right, move on. Lauren looked mad that whole pitch for some
mad.
reason. You were like,
wait, really?
yeah.
I think she's just grumpy.
I think you were. I couldn't
this weekend.
No,
yeah,
I'm
Lauren drank 11 years ago.
I'm so tired, so I'm just trying to like stay away. No, I'm.
All right, stoppage time.
Okay.
A football player, soccer player for all you Americans that listen, for any of our American listeners. It's like everyone's from fucking Europe. Football player makes eye contact with the most beautiful girl he's ever seen in the crowd. And they have this like touching moment, but it's during stoppage time and it's a tie game. So he has no choice but to run away and try to score a goal. And he scores the game-winning goal in stoppage time. And then he runs back to celebrate with her. And she's dead.
Oh. I was just going to say, and she's gone.
In a way.
Wait, how'd she die?
She got
trampled.
She got trampled. There was a crush.
She got, what was the great crush of whatever? It slammed against, she was dead.
So it's like a 5-minute.
No, it wasn't a crush. It was, she just randomly, no one knows why.
She had a heart attack.
Terrible timing.
Oh.
Don't watch Stop in Time if you don't like to cry.
Oh my God.
She was dead.
I did ad-lib that part, but I'm going to stick with it.
I'm glad you did. That was my favorite part. All right. I have, let me get to the bottom.
I knocked that beer over.
Okay. I got Teach Me How to Love.
Okay.
4.0 student. She's returning back to school. It's like syllabus week. Everyone's out at the bars. She meets this guy. They have like a great syllabus week together. And she thinks he's a student. They don't really talk about whatever. First day of class, he's an associate professor of one of her classes. So they break it off. They're professionals. They break it off because that's inappropriate. But they're still like really good friends, right? They like being around each other. And then one of the other girls who's competing for valedictorian like finds out that they were seeing each other and tells the academic board, standards board or whatever, and they fail her in the class.
Oh.
She loses out on valedictorian, but it's fine because now they can be together.
That's good.
Thank you.
Okay, should we do stories from the Bible that don't exist?
Let's do it, brother.
All right, these are stories from the Bible that don't exist.
These are stories from the Bible that don't exist.
These are stories from the Bible that do not exist. Just if we have to mix it up a little bit.
Did you ever read the one about when Jesus went to dinner with that street magician?
What are your favorite stories from the Bible? Can we do it like that?
Yeah. Well, what are some? Ah, fuck.
Wait, what are your? I have a question. What are your favorite stories from the Bible?
Will, what are some of your favorite stories from the Bible? Have you ever heard of when Jesus went to dinner with that street magician and he kept telling everyone else at the table how Jesus was doing all the miracles?
Totally ruined it.
He turned water into wine. And he's like, he's got a dye packet in his sleeve. Like, how is no one seeing this? It's not the Messiah.
Did you ever see when Jesus made that one guy a leper again? Right after he cured the leper started saying a bunch of racist shit, and he was like, "Ooh, okay, now that guy, fuck him." And so he made him. They cut that part out of the Bible, but he made him a leper like immediately after.
I love it. You ever heard about Noah's Uber?
No.
So they're all at like the local tavern or wherever they hung out. And Noah realizes that like more people have joined the group than he has spots in his Uber. And so the miracle is through like double buckling and like sitting on each other's laps, he gets everyone home in one Uber XL.
That is a miracle. Do you know about the wait, fuck, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. When they dug up Peter's tweets. And yeah, he almost got pushed out of the whole disciple thing. He wasn't going to be Pope and everything, but
what was he tweeting about?
It was
like Biden.
Yeah, it was like politics stuff, but it was pretty racy. Anyway, that was bad. That was really bad, actually. Now I'm like,
I remember that.
I don't even want to joke about it.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear about the first time they tried to crucify Jesus?
Oh, no.
The guy that was supposed to bring like the hammer and nails forgot it all at home, and so they just couldn't do it that day.
They glued him, and he just kept falling off.
They had to push it a couple weeks, and he got away for a while.
Do you remember the jury of one? Excuse me. Do you remember the journey of 1 million steps?
No.
It was when God sent a message to the people of Earth, and it was in a locked ark on top of a hill. And like a covenant, like a
So
ark of the covenant.
Not an ark.
No, like, you know that? Isn't the ark of a covenant like a box?
I don't know.
It's like a box. It was like a box on top of the hill.
I didn't read like any of it.
I know, me neither. I actually I went to Catholic school.
I know. I've read a little. I should have. I've been there when someone else has been reading a bunch of it.
Yeah. Anyway, Jesus climbed 1 million steps through the grace of God up to the top of the hill. And then he realized he forgot the key. So he needed to go down 1 million steps. And by the time he got to the bottom, he was like, all right, there's no way it was that important.
Yeah.
So they just kind of scrapped it. And
Yep.
no one ever figured out what the message was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked the fourth significantly less wise man.
Yes.
He showed up at the birth of Christ and just kept giving like horrible parenting advice to Joseph and Mary. He was like, let him play with like really small things that he can swallow. Like if he's bad, you can just like spank him a bunch.
Yep.
And all the other wise men were like, don't. He brought like glue, like instead of myrrh, he brought like glue or something.
Well, do you remember the guy who took the last room at the inn? Like when they told his story,
Yeah.
like in his defense, he didn't know.
Yeah.
Like he would have he felt horrible the next day.
Yeah, he
Like
was just there on for like a business conference.
Actually, he felt horrible once he read the Bible.
Yeah.
He was like, oh I would have let him.
Yeah.
He could have done it in my room.
He was just there for like a business conference.
Yeah, he was there for work, and he just needed a place to crash. He didn't realize he was taking a room from the Son of God.
Jesus too.
Jesus too. Jesus' son. Grand Jesus.
I thought it was super powerful when Jesus was talking about all the bad Yelp reviews he got for his carpentry and how it kind of just tanked the business. So he went into like miracles. He was just like, this has got to be easier than carpentry.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was getting
A lot of people forget that.
slammed. Yeah.
He said he like shoddy workmanship.
Do you remember The Last Breakfast? I mean, everyone gives so much clout to The Last Supper, and the only reason that that's become like the big thing is because the next day it was like one of those awkward, like they had a big last hurrah, and then they actually had breakfast the next day.
Yeah, they forgot they're all staying at the same inn.
Yeah, everyone was just like really like still feeling it from the night before and kind of quiet, and so like that was supposed to be the main event, but then they were like, that sucked. Let's just make The Last Supper the Last Supper. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Last Breakfast was ass.
It was like quiche.
And then, do you remember the horses who built a house? It was Jesus' greatest miracle, where a homeless man approached him and asked him for a house, and so he gathered all the horses in the town, And he said, go forth from here and build a home for this man, for that is the will of God. And the 5 horses walked out into the desert, and they came back 4 hours later and said, nay. And sure enough, when the man walked out, there was a house built for him.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Remember the first movie
How many
screening?
of these did you write?
I improv half of those while I was
Did
going.
you actually?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it.
The first movie screening?
Okay.
I actually don't remember that one, but it must have been good.
It's probably killer.
Yeah.
This one's not even a joke, but I saw this thing. These nuns, like, I guess they needed a staircase that was going to go to like this loft in their whatever covenant, whatever they
Convent.
and it was like it needed to go up it needed to go up high, but it had to be like a straight line. They didn't have a lot of space, and like no one could figure out how to do it. It's like mathematically impossible with like the tools they had back then. And so they prayed to like Google like the patron saint of carpentry.
Jesus, probably, right?
That's what I would have thought, but I guess there was another guy. Yes, so they prayed to Saint Joseph. That can't
His
be right.
dad.
They prayed to somebody, and like on the last day, this guy showed up in like no time, like a couple days, built this crazy wooden spiral like nun staircase. Yeah, it's this one.
Whoa.
And so people have still, it's like physically impossible. Like they've like it should have collapsed the second anyone steps on it. They have no idea how the guy built it. They don't really know who the guy was. There are no nails. It's only wooden pegs. And they're like, we have no clue how he did this.
Huh.
The Loretto staircase.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that is crazy.
I mean, there's got to be an explanation, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that is bizarre, though. That's awesome.
All right, Lauren.
Can you Google 100 guys all looking for one little object?
He's joking.
Really?
I'm
No,
I'm
but
prank-
should I?
I'm fucking
Should
with
I
you,
actually?
dude.
No, I'm kind of curious.
I'm fucking with you.
Whose personality are you gonna steal this week, Lauren?
I'm stealing Gracie Abrams' personality because she just dropped a new album, and
Nice.
she's like my favorite artist.
Is she really? I didn't know that.
One
about
of
you.
them.
Nice.
Yeah. Her new album is so good.
What's your favorite Gracie Abrams song?
Okay, I have a lot. Well, Good Riddance, her album that came out last year.
Another turning point.
I know it won't work. Her new album, Blowing
I haven't
Smoke,
listened. I should listen. I'm
it's
sure I would
really
love
good.
it.
It's really good. And yeah,
What's the new one called?
The Secret of Us.
Her dad made Lost.
And the
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah.
I got bored and lost. I thought it was sick the first like little bit, but it's like it's a lot to stick with. It's an awesome show.
Yeah, I agree. And that
It's just a
blows.
lot.
It gets too
Well,
weird.
It was cool when it was just people lost on an island, and then it got so supernatural towards the.
Yeah, agreed.
I also don't. I think I haven't watched that in like 10 years.
I feel like it was always like a little supernatural, but yeah.
I just remember who was the hot girl from Lost?
Oh.
Pull it up.
I think his name was Hurley.
Yeah, one of them was so bad.
Was it?
Oh my god, I forgot about all those guys. That guy was like a heroin addict.
Oh, this girl, the blonde one. Her?
No,
No?
I'm a brunette guy.
Well, then this girl. The main
I'm
girl.
joking.
What?
I like
Her.
women of all
Her,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. They were all so sweaty all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was her. It was her.
That's the
Her,
same girl.
Same girl.
Yeah, it was her.
She was the love interest of Jack, right?
Morgan, she's still the love interest of Jack.
What? Oh, of this Jack.
Yeah.
I meant.
Yeah.
Google hot girls. Pull up hot girls for me.
Okay.
No.
Freak.
Can you look up
hot guys?
media? Yeah, look up hot guys.
No, I don't
Oh,
want to look
no.
at this.
Wait, Lauren, is that your? Oh, that's hilarious. The second hot guy is Tim Riggins
No,
I
I
don't
don't
know
think
who
it's
that is.
hot.
from
Michael B. Jordan?
But you don't think Tim Riggins is hot?
No.
He's hot.
Nah,
you
not,
know it.
Not into it. Sorry.
Have you heard him talk?
I watched like 5 episodes of that show.
Google medium-looking girls. Please, I just want to see what happens.
No,
I just want to see what happens.
No, we're not doing that.
No.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Why?
Medium-looking guys.
No, don't look up anything. Don't look up anything.
Nothing else. Whose personality are
Just
you guys?
I'm going to steal the personality of you know that guy Old Time Hockey?
Yeah, I love that guy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, hello there.
We're having some mac.
Wait, have
and
you seen that one?
cheese.
Okay, this is the last thing we'll look up, but you have to show Lauren.
No, she can look it up after the podcast.
Yeah.
We're almost done. There's no point in putting up a video of a guy
All
that
right.
everyone
Just
knows.
explain it.
Put
and
up a
then
picture of him right
I'm
here.
going to Minnesota this weekend.
Picture.
I'm going to Minnesota this weekend, so I feel like that would be a fun little
Is he in Minnesota? He's always in.
No, I think he's in
woods.
Canada or something. But
Yeah.
I just like his vibe, and I want to do
hello
that. I want to do that.
Wait, what?
Oh, hey there, buddy.
I was gonna show you, but we'll see. We'll
Just look it up. I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
look it up right now. His personality.
I don't fucking care.
I'm gonna steal.
Tim Riggins.
I'm gonna steal Tim Riggins' personality. He gets drunk before practice, which I think is pretty badass.
Oh my god, yeah. I guess I won't
no.
say his name, but our high school quarterback used to drink. We didn't. My high school ball team didn't pass. Like we didn't have anyone that knew how to pass.
Oh, so
So-
he could just get hammered.
So our quarterback would drink because he would just do handoffs, and then the only guy on our team who could pass was our running back, who was like an all-state running back. So we would put him in as quarterback when we were passing, so everyone knew whether we were passing or running based on who was playing quarterback.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I don't want to name names, but a kid I went to high school with, don't even want to name sports, but he was the goalie in a sport. He was the
Field hockey.
Hockey.
He was the backup goalie when we were like freshmen, I think, and he knew he was never going to go in, so he just drank before. 'Cause you just sit with a towel around your neck and you get to just watch hockey from the best seat in the house.
Yeah.
And the kid who normally
Hockey.
started-
He said it.
What did I say?
You said hockey. You said you weren't going to say what sport, and then you said hockey.
Did I say hockey?
Yeah.
I didn't mean hockey. All right, whatever. The kid who was the starting goalie ate too much Five Guys before and had like really bad diarrhea, and the coach was like, "Hey, dude, you're going in." And this was like, I think it was round 1 of the playoffs, and he did a shutout, hammered on Jack Daniels.
That's
and
awesome.
was like a legend for it.
It's kind of badass.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, we love you. We'll see you next week for our.
Oh, what are they commenting?
Oh, comment your favorite barbecue.
Don't do that noise.
Oh, sorry. Comment. Comment. Something that what was the thing this week that made you the happiest?
Oh, that's cute.
I like that. Yeah.
Mine was I don't know. I'll tell you guys later. Guys, we love you. We'll see you
Peace.
on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Crab hands. Do it. Come on. Say goodbye.
I'm gonna do your crab hands. Oh, can we play a fun song at the end of the episodes now?
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
Ah.